Hey lovely! One of the questions I get asked most frequently is, how do I find my own illustration style? So coming up with a style that is unique to you. Any piece of art that you make, somebody will see it and instantly recognize it as you being the one who created it. So I took a trip down memory lane to try and figure out the steps that I took to find my own style, and I'm happy to share them with you. One of the first things you need to do is to establish your taste, and a great way to do this is to create a mood board. So collect tons of images from all sources of things that inspire you, and inspiration comes in so many different forms. Of course, you could be gathering illustrations, but you could also include pictures of guitars or vintage perfume bottles. And a great resource for creating a mood board is Pinterest. That's what I like to use. And even if you have items around your house that you love, take a picture of that and upload it to Pinterest. And when you create your mood board, this is really going to help you get a bird's eye view of all of the images that inspire you. And even if you want to take a step further, you can write down all the words that come to mind when you're looking at all of these images. And those words could be friendly, bright, vibrant, or dark and moody. And this is going to help sort of establish the taste and the tone of what your style is going to be. Another step that you can take is to imitate the greats. And this has been happening in art history for many, many years, where artists are studying other artists' work and learning what's successful about it, and learning techniques and tips and tricks from it. So you can find other illustrators who are crushing it and copy their work. Don't upload it and pretend that it's your own. That's not cool, but just copy it and study it, and you'll really be able to get inside that illustrator's head and figure out why their work is successful. And if you practice this with a bunch of different illustrators' works, you're going to be able to slowly thread together what you like about illustration styles, and this is probably going to help you in your journey. The next step that I would recommend taking is drawing from real life, because chances are if you understand how to draw something realistically, you'll really understand how to simplify it. When you're illustrating, everything that is on your piece of paper is very important, and you only have a few strokes or shapes to convey what that actual image is. So really drawing from real life should help you understand how things work and how things look. Portraiture, for example, is really critical in my work, and I want to make sure that I understand human anatomy so that even though I might be simplifying somebody or highly stylizing them, you'll know who the person is. If you want to practice figure drawing, you might be able to find a course at a local college, or you can also grab a friend and give them a glass of wine and everybody is winning. Okay, so let's say you have learned how to draw from real life and you're an expert at it, but you still are trying to figure out what is my simplified illustration style. And another step that you can take for this is to get a giant sheet of paper and just start doodling. Don't even worry about drawing specific objects, just practice your line work and figure out, all right, what is my hand naturally doing? Am I drawing in really quick, broad strokes, or am I doing something very seamless and loopy? And you're just going to be figuring out what is natural for your hand. When you are creating your illustration style, it's important that you draw the way that you draw. Be natural. Don't try and pretend to be somebody else or draw just like somebody else. Draw what feels most comfortable and natural to you, because it will be easier and it will probably look better. And one of the most important things that you can do is to practice every single day. Of course, it helps to have a bit of natural talent, but your hand is just like a muscle and you need to exercise it and use it every day. And you will see so much improvement. Of course, it's going to take a bit of time. Don't be discouraged. There is actually this really great Ira Glass quote where he talks about the first reason you get started in the creative world is because you have awesome taste and you want to be a part of making beautiful things. But when you start, you just don't have the technical know-how to be able to make really cool things, and it's frustrating. You know it looks good, but what you've been making, you feel like it just doesn't look good. But it really takes time. If you are practicing every single day, you will improve. And you can even look on Instagram, you'll see artists will post something from 2013 and then you see what they're doing in 2020, and there's a world of difference, so it works. It might take you longer, you might be faster than other people. Don't compare yourself to what other people are doing. Just keep focusing on working and making beautiful things that are making you happy, and practice, practice, practice. And finally, share your work. Instagram is a great platform for this. Even if your work doesn't feel perfect immediately, just load it up and see how people react to it, and you can always delete it later if you want to. But it just feels really good to get your work out there, and that's gonna just keep encouraging you to share more and more, and people will get to know who you are. They'll start to see your style form. People can even root you on Instagram. I found a really great community of people who have been encouraging me. I really hope this video helps you take actual tangible steps to finding your style, and you can always reach out to me. You can DM me on Instagram at Designed by Shea. If you want to comment in this video, that's great too. Whichever means of communication works best for you. I just really want to help. So with that, stay sparkly, and I'll see you soon.